वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Hello, friends. Welcome to Season 3 of Sikh History Sakhi podcast. As always, I am Harpreet Kaur, your host. In the last episode, we discussed how Bhai Ram Das Ji was chosen to go to the Lahore court to speak on behalf of Guru Amar Das Ji and respond to the complaints made against him. Now, before beginning this difficult journey, Bhai Ram Das Ji spent the night in deep meditation, remembering Vahiguru and seeking Guruji's guidance. He knew this was not just his personal test, but the honor of the entire Sangat rested on his words. The next morning, when he stood inside the grand Diwane Khas, surrounded by royal nobles dressed in silk and jewels, he became aware of his own simple clothes and humble background. Some Brahmins even smiled in pride, confident that this simple man would not be able to defend Guru Amar Das Ji or the practice of langar. Friends, this is a reminder for all of us that in the face of fear, anchor in Almighty's Naam, as it will give us strength to overcome any obstacle in our way. So Bhai Ram Das Ji did the same. He remembered Vaheguru Ji in his heart, and then he stepped forward, calm, steady, and fearless. Then the discussion began. The Khatris and Brahmins arrived in Akbar's court. They repeated the accusations they had made earlier against Guru Amar Das Ji. This time they went even further. They claimed that by guiding people away from old customs, Guruji was creating unrest and could even cause rebellion. Can you believe it, my friends? Then the Brahmins spoke first, cautioning that they have abandoned Gayatri Mantra. Friends, their aim was clear. They wanted to convince Emperor that Guruji was a bad influence and that Sikh teachings were pulling people away from Hinduism. But what happened next would leave the entire court silent. Instead of getting angry, like all of us, a bit, Bhai Ram Das Ji listened everything in silent calm and then said, as mentioned in Siri Suraj Prakash, बोले रामदास संग शाहू पठै गायत्री हम तुम पाहू अर्थ समेत सुनावै सारी जो आशय है ताहे मजारी. Meaning, if this is what you wish to test, I can recite the entire Gayatri Mantra and explain its meaning as well. Friends, focusing his mind on Guruji, Bhai Ram Das then recited the whole of Gayatri Mantra fully and explained it with clarity and respect. The accusers were left speechless. They realized that Sikhi was not ignorant of scriptures, and this man was someone who understood them deeply. Then Bhai Ram Das Ji further said, now listen to my Guru's Bani that we all recite. And in a loud and calm voice, he said, Ik Onkar. My dear friends, at that moment, the entire court fell silent It felt as if deep divine sound filled the space, bringing stillness, peace, and calm to every heart present. It was as though the unhad naad, the unstruck divine sound, began to resonate, not through the ears, but within the soul. This moment itself answered many questions. Now, if you remember, there were four main complaints. One of the strongest accusation was that everyone sat and ate together. Bhai Ram Das Ji then explained with humility that Guru Nanak Dev Ji taught a simple truth that Vaheguru belongs to everyone. No one is excluded because of birth or caste. Because, as mentioned in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji on Ang 142, Jati de kya hath sach parkhiye, meaning the truthfulness of one is measured from inside, not from social class or status. He spoke against the caste system, saying it was created to divide and oppress, not to uplift humanity. He further said that everyone is equal in front of Almighty. What truly matters is not rituals or status, but one's actions, as mentioned in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji on Ang 464. कुदरत वेद पुराण कतेबा कुदरत सर्ब विचार कुदरत खाना पीना पहनन कुदरत सर्ब प्यार कुदरत जाति जिनसी रंगी कुदरत जी जहान कुदरत नेकिया कुदरत विद्या कुदरत मान अभिमान. Meaning, he reminded the court that everything exists by Vahiguru's power, by Almighty's power. The Vedas and scriptures, our food and clothing, the many colors of humanity, all living beings, and even our honor and dishonor, all belong because of Almighty's power. He said, when everything comes from the same divine source, what is the need for discrimination and oppression? Who are we to create these barriers? Bhai Ram Das Ji further explained that true change begins within. Gurbani tells us, Man jeete jag jeet. That is, when we conquer our mind, we conquer the world. True spirituality, he said, is not about abandoning the world or practicing rituals, but about living in it with honesty, seva, and love for all. Friends, Bhai Ram Das Ji did not argue with anger or ego. He spoke with truth, dignity, and love. And that is why his words carried such power. Deeply impressed by the teachings of Sikhism as explained by Bhai Ram Das Ji, Emperor Akbar said, as mentioned in Sri Suraj Prakash, Parmeshwar Darvesh Je Do, Nahi Ped Eko Eso, Inso Samta Tum Ho Nahi, E Sache Tum Mithya Mahi, Ved Puran Kahyo In Karyo, Tum Kehbe Matar Mein Thiryo. Meaning, there is no difference in God and God's servant. They are one as the one stands in front of me, and no ego can stand before truth. You all accused him of ignorance, but I see wisdom in action. There was no disrespect toward Hinduism in his words, only guidance on purifying the mind and letting go of hypocrisy. unlike you all. If you have questions, ask them. Otherwise, accept your defeat. My dear friends, unable to reply, the accusers apologized and left the court defeated. Pleased, Emperor Akbar asked Bhai Ram Das to convey his respect to Guru Amar Das Ji and even offered protection for the Guru's followers, ensuring that no tax would be imposed on them. This Sakhi reminds us that when we walk on the path of truth, we don't need to fear accusations or judgments. When our intentions are pure and our faith is strong, Vaheguru speaks for us. The Almighty helps us even in the most difficult moments. Now it is up to all of us to identify His signs. I hope this brings some peace to your hearts. Thank you.